All right. I haven't made a video in a long time because a lot of reasons. There's a lot I could talk about, and I'm not really going through a crisis, but I'm struggling with something. Like, I'm at the very top of something, and in doing so, it puts me at the bottom of something. I just got a few jot notes, things I want to bring up, and I'm going to omit what I think I understand and millions of little tidbits that I want people to know, but they need to discover for themselves. They have to. They have to. I have had leagues of people tell me that I'm the star of a TV show from some sort of alien technological aspect. I've had leagues and leagues of people tell me I'm in a simulation and the rope layers of reality have already written my story. And as much as I struggle for my own independence and self authorship of my own story, it ended when they finished it. And nothing I do is relevant. And I've had leagues and leagues of people tell me this, tell me that, tell me that. And or rather than the inference from a lot of people, or like, oh, that brings me to something. Maybe just one individual that gets close to you, somebody that you trust and confide with, and they tell you things in confidence. I've had these one-on-one interactions that have told me things too. But I'm at a point now. I'm actually at a point that, because I've absorbed so much disinformation, that, like, from juggernauts of disinformation, it's been coming at me crazy. I am, aside from my own truth, what I have decided to be my reality in my journals, I can't believe it. Like, a million people could come up to me and say, this is what's happening, this is what we're doing, this is how it is, and this is the way things work, right? And they could unveil it and totally be 100% accurate, telling me the absolute factual truth. And I would go, huh, maybe, but I'm going to go ahead and believe what I believe anyways, because the power of thought, right? Thoughts are energy put into the universe, or maybe they're energy that we receive from the universe. It depends if we have that inner voice inside of us or not, right? And so where do we draw the line between lies and imagination? They're technically whatever you want to make it. Your imagination can be so powerful that it overwrites the governing laws of the existence that you know. Your imagination can do things, and it can be rewarded by, let's just say, God. Let's keep it real simple. The one true God. The more powerful than a God or the gods or whatever. Let's just say that, in that way. So your imagination is like the framework or the skeleton for the whole body of what could be. But it's just a lie in the hands of in the hands of weakness, right? So I'm gonna go with what I believe. I'm gonna leave out a lot of what other people need to know, but I can't just give it to them. They have to get there. It's a difficult way to explain it. Anyways, what do I got here? Some things I want to bring up. Non-digital facts. Okay? If you believe something to be true, write it down on paper, print it out, publish it, scribe it into the wall, the stone, make plaques, whatever you got to do to make that fact and that relevance what it needs to be. For instance, right? I'm looking at my computer right now because I got this program that just showed up in my task manager, and I forgot how evolved I was for a second, and I started investigating because fuck, we always drop back down from where we're at, right? And anyways, I've got this thing, and I looked it up, and it's got from the same website, the exact same URL address in two different tabs. One thing is saying it is likely a virus. The other thing is saying you can trust it, it's from Windows. And then there's dozens and dozens and dozens of websites and links in the search bar that show other things. Why does it do that? Because it's fucking digital. It can be anything at any time. I play a video game. I'm not even going to mention what it is. I play one fucking video game, and I have seen things in that video game that are beyond comprehension. It is not in the programming or the coding of the fucking game what happens in it. So it's kind of like, whoa. But there's a line drawn. God, as I understand him, it has either a limited power. There are laws of nature that he cannot break. Or he chooses to obey these laws of nature for the sake of our sanity, our ability to comprehend things in the human mind, right? Because we're talking about unlimited power, but limited minds. So how far can you go with it, right? Digital shit can be manipulated and augmented, and kind of like, I talk about timelessness, right? I talk about timelessness, and digital is kind of like the window into the soul, a sneak peek, a preview, an appetizer of what can happen with the timelessness, right? Never mind that I know something happened to me recently. It was a night that, no, don't say that. An incredibly powerful, miraculous feat occurred through me in confirmation, but when I kind of dwelled in my head a little bit, and I made these checkpoints in my mind, there was like this, how do I say it without saying it so I can keep it a mystery? There was this white flash, and I was like slid out of the frames of the Polaroid in a film and duplicated and recreated over and over. I'm only going to say it that simply, right? And yeah, where am I going? Shit, I'm getting sidetracked. Keep it real, because in this world, in this reality, if you're on my team, you know, the crew, all of us, then if it's on a book, it has to be burnt and rewrit to change. It's not going to re-ink itself on the page. It's going to stay like that, because there are certain laws of reality that are respected, right? We got this here. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is old news, but there's something there. Respect boundaries. What else? What else am I going to bring up here? I just turned off my computer with the phone. That's cool. Discipline with dealing with deception. So if you are a truth seeker, and if you have come to the revelation that you've been empowered, or you are the source of the power, or you're connected to the source of power, whatever way you want to look at this, you're gonna get deceived. The lies and manipulation and contrasting suggestions will constantly surround you. Of course, it won't be consistent 100%, but I've been what I've helped create, or at least what I've manifested, is it was boring, this up down shit, right? And I kind of wanted like a growth, like a gray matter projection, not just like gruel straight line. So, but what I've done is I've worked out this compromise where we're tying and untying knots as we ride a roller coaster with a broadcast, and it's a lot of shit to deal with, and the people closest to you, you're gonna have to learn how to explain to them that they're either crossing the line because you know that they're an imposter, or they're a casualty because they haven't developed themselves enough to make a change and hold honesty to a stable, right? Call it out, but it's not going to fix the crisis or prevent the next one from happening. But call it out when you're around others and even when you're alone, so that anyone observing you can learn the techniques and tactics being used against, with, or through you. Call it out. It's okay. It's okay to show your teeth. Every once in a while, like, I try to be as calm and empathetic and gentle as possible, but at the same time I don't want to be a bitch, right? This morning with my soon to be mother of my child, my sweetheart, my significant other, I had to slam the desk and tell her enough, because she does this all the time. And whether she's consciously aware of it or not, there's this thing, right? Depends on what level you're at. But it either is the sorcery, or it is God's illusion of sorcery impressed upon you, that hand gestures with voicing things, with the power of intelligent thought, you can combine all of that and literally cast. You can craft. You can manifest. I mean, I can move the fucking stars because they choose to move for me with the energy that I conduit. And that's why I almost never talk with my hands when I'm talking with other people, because I feel like a bully. Everybody slams me with it nonstop, unconsciously or consciously, like just smirking at me, staring me down, knowing that I'm too polite to do anything about it. But when I talk with my hands, the room changes. People pass out, run from me. It's fucked up. And there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. But I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. So that's why I'm just going to make it public, share it with everybody. There was a time that I thought I was just the king of the garden. But claiming any position or title really, really puts a cap on what you're capable of. Herders and healers. In a sick way, they're both helpers. I can't make the world perfect, because then there would be no point in there being a world. You don't play, like I play a video game, right? There's an objective and it's difficult and I need to accomplish it in order to have fun, to enjoy my experience. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and that's being the author to my own story, to my own reality. And when I talk to other people, some people tell me about this alien shit, some people tell me about this spiritual shit, some people tell me about this spiritual alien shit. I didn't know that I could use language to get where I'm at, but it's really fucking lonely, because well, I don't know how I turned into a teacher, but I'm trying to teach calculus. and I gotta wait for some people to finally get through high school math or try again. And this sounds twisted and messed up, but I've been considering treating my daughter, who's soon to be born, as a very capable, smart, potentially ideal candidate for educating, I hope not indoctrinating, but enlightening as soon as possible. Like, I want her to be able to distinguish between the necessary knowledge and the irrelevant information in books by the age of 8. I want her to realize that on a library shelf, she's looking at a lot of fucking garbage with some nuggets in there, right? And hopefully I'm part of this foundation, this framework that we work on, where we can put up library shelves with pure books. Like it said, I heard in like a motivational song or a video once, and it was really powerful. I would rather someone or myself read one page 100 times than 100 pages once, right? And that's enough for now.